Okay, so today I am going thrifting. It is Wednesday, and that is our normal thrifting day. Normally my daughter comes with me, but she didn't feel like it this morning. She wanted to sleep in. So, and you know, she's not missing school. When I go thrifting, I homeschool. So anyway, have 3 places that we go to every Wednesday, and I will try to film. I normally don't because one of them, the first one, is usually pretty busy, and the other 2 are just really small, so it would kind of draw attention. So, all right, so the first place I'm going is Souls Harbor. They are a nonprofit that, let's see, helping men help themselves and break the cycle of homelessness. So that is what they do. I know they do a lot of counseling, and they do like drug intervention-y stuff. I don't really know exactly. It is kind of like a big warehouse, and it's a mess in here. You gotta dig. So like I said, I'll film as much as I can. Normally this place is really busy. It's not today. It's very odd. I think it may be because of the weather. It rained really hard this morning. So anyway, we'll see what they have. So this is one room, and it's just shelves and mostly tables with boxes. So over here, it's the predominantly like glass dishes and lamps and things like that. And then in the center are just tables, like I said, with boxes or just stuff sitting out. And this is where you really have to dig. And there's always boxes and things underneath the tables as well that you really have to dig through. I look at these little cups, and there are 2 of them. They're in different places every time I come, but I look at them every time and I never get them. I'm really not sure why. I thought these were really pretty too, but I passed on those as well. I thought this lamp was neat. First I thought that was the shade pulled down, but nope, it's the lamp. And this just gives me all the 80s vibes. I think this is a beautiful lamp, but it is just way too big and grand for my house. It would just look out of place. I consider this trunk every time too. I think this is cute, not so big into the ducks. So what you could do is just turn it around. So, you know, if there's a side that you don't like, but the other side looks cute, then, you know, don't discount it. I thought this was neat, and those were cute, but I passed on those as well. I kind of regret not getting these old light bulbs, Christmas lights. I could have done something crafty with that. Really regretting not getting this. It was a really neat picnic basket. I'm really not sure why I didn't. I think I just kind of, my husband's getting tired of the mess, so I really didn't want to bring any big, huge things. Okay, this is their other room, and it is predominantly furniture, and there's a big pile of clothes in the corner. There were people in here, so I tried to get, I don't know, less obvious. I really, really want that chair. If it's there next time, I am so getting it for my crafty area. Okay, so I'm done at Souls Harbor. It and one of the other places I'm going to today, nothing is actually priced, really. They, for the most part, you just gather up what you want, and they, you know, they look at it and go, however much money. There's a new guy working in there, and he charges a little bit more than the guy that I'm used to, but it still was a good price. I got 11 things, and I'll show you what they are later, and I paid 10, so it is less than $1 per item. So, and that's really pretty reasonable. Definitely, if I'm going to sell it, can still make money off of it. And if it's something I want to keep for myself, then I still got a good deal. So, not going to complain. All right, so I'm headed to the next place. Okay, so I'm at my spot number 2 that I go to every week, and that is Helping Hands. And what they do, they're helping hands. So it's what it sounds like. They have a thrift shop that, obviously helps support the organization. That's what all of these are. The thrift shops help support the organization. That's what most thrift shops are, not all, but I think, and the prices are insanely low here. I think $2 is the most I have ever paid for anything, and that was a shelf. So the prices are very, very low here. And Not only that, but I think that if you go through the program and you qualify, that you can get vouchers for stuff. So, you know, people can get free clothes and things like that that they need for their home, because they have a little bit of everything here. People just donate whatever. They also feed people. So, I mean, you know, they provide food for a lot of people. So I see people coming in and getting loads of food all the time. So it is a really good organization, and I do like supporting them. And like I have for the past like 3 times that I've been here, I intended to bring donations, but I totally forgot. And I do it, like I said, the last like 3 times. All right, here we go. Okay, so when you first walk in, they always have holiday and seasonal display, which is kind of nice. And there's a price list, but I didn't get that. And then this shelf here you see in a second, I did purchase that for only $5, y'all. And then they kind of have home stuff kind of tucked away, and they have a whole room of clothes. I didn't get to film much because somebody walked up as I was doing this part. Okay, so I didn't really get to film a whole lot in there. I tried to do a little bit, but like I said, it's very small. It was very quiet. It's not normally quite that quiet. And it was kind of busy between the people who work there, the volunteers, and then customers. It was pretty busy. So the next place that I'm going to is called Jesus Freaks. And I've talked to the man that runs the place, and it's just his organization. He said we, so I'm guessing he has some volunteers that work with him, and most of their money comes from the thrift store, and their focus is homelessness. Also, getting people off drugs, basically. Getting people off drugs, out of rehab, out of the streets. He really just kind of tries to help where he can. It also is extremely small, so it's even smaller than the last place. It's just really just one small room. So I don't know that I'll really be able to film at all in there, but we'll see. It was busy, and it is very small. So I just kind of got a couple of shelves. But basically there's like a wall of shelves with home stuff and decor that I look at. Going to do the haul. Okay, so I'm starting with the Souls Harbor. That was the first place that I went. I got 11 items and got it for $10. So you'll probably saw these a few times in the video. Found these 3 wooden spoons. I took my glasses off so there's no glare, so I'm kind of squinting to see that. I didn't really think that they were old. Then after I got out to the car, I realized they are the Pioneer Woman. They need to be cleaned up, and then on the way home, somehow, this one was broken. So I'm just gonna embrace it, and I'm gonna just stain that spot, and we'll call it good. I will either sell them probably as a bundle, or I'll use them to display in my home. I don't think I'll really use them. And then I found this random spoon, but it has an M on it right here. So it was a pretty spoon anyway. And my mother-in-law was making jewelry and a few other things and uses them to decorate. Anyway, it has an M, and her last name starts with an M, so I grabbed that for her. And then I found 2 frames. This one is just a nice wooden frame. I'll use that for myself probably. And then this one I thought was really pretty. And so there was a lot of reflecting going on there. Sorry. Anyway, I just thought that would be cute with the little, just something pretty, and you could switch it out for the holidays. So I'll probably sell that. I'm gonna leave it white. And my bundt pan. I just think they're cute. I think they're cute decor. But I think this one I'm probably gonna hold on to for the fall season and use it to make pumpkins. I have a few different options of things to put in here, just kind of some salvage stuff that I think would be cute, as opposed to just like a stick or whatever. This thing I think probably came from a lamp or a candle holder. It was obviously just part of something, not the whole thing. But I'm probably gonna paint it, and I think it'd be cute with like a bird or something on it. So I'll figure that out at some point. Probably gonna sell it once I'm done with it. This is like a serving tray, maybe, I guess. Maybe had a glass piece that went over it at one time. I don't know. Anyway, probably gonna paint it, put something in here and use it more as an artwork. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Then this, I just saw sitting there randomly. I'll get it up a little closer. Let's see. The glare is really bad. Anyway, so it's got these 5 vintage, was it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, vintage cars on it. I just thought it was cute. I like the texture too. I don't know how well that's gonna come in. Yeah, you can see some of it. All right. I just thought it was cute. I'm just gonna sell it. Just gonna sell it as is, probably. And then this I bought for my son. My son is really, wow, that's a lot of gray. My son is really into dinosaurs. So this was a weekly reader book. I thought it was cute. It's an early I Can Read book. He's 3. He'll be 3 this month. So he really actually can't read himself anyway. But it was a cute vintage book. It was from the 70s, I believe. It has previous owner's name in it. Thought that was cute, but there's no other like writing and stuff in it. 74. So just cute, and I like the artwork. So I grabbed it. There was one thing I do kind of regret. Well, there were a couple things I kind of regret not getting while I was there, but one that I didn't show was it was a bundle of older vintage Walt Disney books. You know, they're a little bit bigger than this, but not a whole lot. But that might just be kind of nice to have. But anyway, I didn't get it. Helping Hands, I only got 2 things. It was this package of paper mache eggs, and I believe paid about $1, I think. There were 6 in there. One of them came out in my car, so it is currently in my trunk. Anyway, anytime I see crafty stuff that I know I'll use at some point, I go ahead and grab it. So, yeah, that's going to be a project at some point. Maybe not this year for spring or Easter, but next year. So I've already managed to get this thing dirty. So this is the only thing I got at the really small, the Jesus Freaks. And that is this blanket. And I got it because of the colors. I thought this would be really pretty for the fall. So it's wool, I believe. So it's actually, to me, wool, it's just not comfortable. And it doesn't ever get, don't say ever. It rarely gets cold enough to really use wool here. So probably it will just be for decoration. Like I'll just drape it over something for decoration in the fall, or I may actually cut it up. And I have embroidery hoops that I was planning on switching the fabric out in those and having kind of seasonal display because they're really cool old ones, old metal ones, or like a table runner or something like that. Probably not pillows. I don't know why I'm not feeling pillows there. Or just stick it on a blanket ladder, something like that, and just leave it. I'm actually considering, I really wanted to make my own blanket ladder. That just sounded wrong. Anyway, I kind of wanted to make my own, but now I'm actually thinking that I have a quilt rack that my cousin made for me when we were teenagers as a Christmas gift. So I may just find that and get it back out and put our blankets on that. I think it would still be a really pretty display. So we'll see what happens. I am working on a video for kind of a bedroom redo. it's not, it's all still very functional right now. You know, I made my getting my poo together video, and so I'm working on a getting my poo together part 2 video. And so that will be coming out pretty soon. I have several other videos that I'm working on 4, including this one that I'm doing right now. This one will probably come out before any of the rest of them though. So, because that all requires me to finish something. All right, so that is it. And thank you for hanging out with me for some thrifting and a thrift haul. And I will see you guys next time.